Hello, hello, and welcome again to this episode of Media Champions. I'm Mary Therese Griffin in Atlanta. Today, we're staying in the Atlanta area because we know how to tell a story in the ATL. We've got Amy Parrish on the program today. Amy with Rhythm Communications. Welcome to Media Champions.
Thank you for having me. It's really exciting. Thank you.
It is an honor to have a fellow broadcaster here with me, Amy. And I want to ask you how you dealt with this having to solve for X with COVID. We were talking before we came on the air about how everybody had to, learn how to punt, if you will, and we're working from home. No one's going to an office. And you're in this world of media and marketing. How did it affect you?
Well, we thought it was going to be a difficult thing and that we were going to struggle as a firm, but in reality, it really allowed us to think differently about how we solve problems. We realized that creatively, we were able to get more things done and think differently because we were able to go outside, go for a walk. We weren't on the road all the time. So from a business standpoint, actually, we have flourished. I know that may be surprising, particularly in light of some of the conditions that some of our clients are struggling with, but I think it has allowed us to think differently about how to solve problems, how to generate leads, how to help them fulfill their goals. And we've had to think differently about campaigns and events. Everything we do has a virtual component in addition to today, more of a hybrid environment for events, for instance. So from a business standpoint, it's been a challenge, but exciting. And in the end, has probably changed our industry forever. And as a matter of fact, although my agency is based in Atlanta, in Buckhead, most of us work from home a portion of the week and we're in the office a portion of the week. And we may do that forever because our clients are doing the same thing. So,
I think I was going to say, I think people are starting to discover that you can be even more productive when you don't have all of that office noise around you, right? Let's face it, you don't have the overhead that you used to have, which is great. But let's dive into the minutia of the storytelling post-COVID, because even though there might be supply chain issues, whatever the case may be, you still have a story to tell. And people are not quite sure how to do that. So walk me through how you're helping them kind of embrace this in a post-COVID world.
Well, I think the way that we're telling our stories today are sort of multi-tiered. It used to be that marketing firms like mine would use media as the core way to communicate your message. And meaning media relations, speaking with a journalist, because they were the more valid members of the community that were trusted by the general public. We still believe that that is a core piece of our strategy and important. However, we've also learned that we have to back that up with direct and honest communication through social media, probably more than we've ever done before, and through content marketing programs like speaking our vision or our mission or our research through a channel that's communicated through their websites, through their newsletters, to reinforce the message that might be communicated through the media. And unfortunately, or fortunately for us, we have to do a multi-channel approach because right now there's a lack of trust. So whether we like it or not, there's no opportunity to really spin the story. You can't. If you want to get to your consumer and be successful in communicating with your consumer, you have to be very direct, very honest, and very blunt. And I think that is working to our advantage because we all came from a journalism background initially and went to the dark side and went into PR and marketing.
Right. But you know what I like to say, and you've probably heard this too, for those of us who came from the broadcast world and we're working in marketing and PR, you can tell your potential clients, I'm like sleeping with the enemy, right? Because I know how they think. I know how that world works because I've been on that side. I mean, you want to talk
That's
about
right.
building trust, right?
Yeah. But you know, if you were a valid journalist and you can write, what I say to most students, I do a lot of speaking engagements at colleges to sort of inspire and encourage um, young people to think differently about the importance of learning how to write. I think right
Hmm.
now there's a little trend toward, well, I need to go into social media marketing. Well, if you can't write, you're not really able
Right.
to do marketing. And writing
Yeah.
is the core, it always has been. If you can tell the who, what, where, when, why, and how in an effective manner, you can
Hmm.
accomplish anything in marketing. But you have to be able to write to do that. And so,
Uh,
certainly, there are designers and creative individuals that help to package that and make it more beautiful. But if the core message isn't there, it's not trustworthy, it's not believable, you're not going to achieve your goal with your client. So, for those
Absolutely.
people who
All
are,
all about the
I'm sorry,
authenticity. Amy, no worries,
that's
Amy. We're out of time. They're wrapping me, but and I know you know about that. Will you come back on the show? I could talk to you for another 30 minutes easily. But I'd like to dive back into next time with you. Let's talk about branding and authenticity because I know you're going to have some great answers for me on that as well.
I would be honored. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you, Amy. And for the rest of you, you're going to want to pick Amy's brain because she's been in the trenches, she's still in the trenches, and she knows how to tell a story. So you're going to want to make the connect with her. But you can find Amy by finding us at dailyadbrief.com. I'm Mary Teresa in Atlanta. We'll see you next time for more Media Champions.